Fabio Panetta, is poised to be nominated as Bank of Italy governor after Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's coalition agreed on a successor to Ignazio Visco, according to people with knowledge of the matter. An announcement on a return to Rome for the European Central Bank Executive Board member is imminent and could be made as soon as Tuesday after a cabinet meeting, said the people who declined to be identified because discussions on the matter are confidential. And the head of state, Sergio Mattarella, will need to approve this election before Panetta can take up his role after Visco's second and final term comes to a close at the end of October. An ECB spokesperson declined to comment on the matter, as did a spokesperson for the finance ministry. The choice is potentially the most significant that the right-wing coalition will make this year. And the third part of a series of personnel decisions that have allowed Meloni and her colleagues to reshape Italy's economic leadership and their image. Second, and the selection of 63-year-old Panetta reassigns one of the most dovish officials on the executive board to a position on the governing council that brings arguably greater prestige, the most senior monetary official in the region's third biggest economy, with Italy's huge debt exceeding 140% of gross domestic product. The role of governor has frequently become one of crisis fighting, as Visco found himself doing when bond yields surged at the onset of the pandemic in 2020. The selection of Panetta, who was previously a senior Bank of Italy official, ends weeks of speculation on the succession to one of the most venerated positions in the residents of the country. Two prior governors became head of state, while one other, Mario Draghi, went on to lead the ECB before serving as Meloni's predecessor. Panetta has long been the frontrunner slated for the job ever since rumors swirled of his possible return from Frankfurt to become finance minister before Giancarlo Giorgetti got that role when the coalition was formed last year. By picking the Italian official on the executive board, that will create a vacancy that Meloni and her coalition will want to keep for themselves, in tune with the convention that the country always names one of its 6 members. Media speculation in Rome is that a possible successor there would be Bank of Italy official Piero Cipollone, 61, a longtime veteran of the central bank with brief interruption, is Italy's executive director at the World Bank. A graduate of La Sapienza University of Rome, he earned a master's in economics from Stanford and has taught at UC Berkeley.